Hello, today I want to talk to you about Donald Trump. Today I want to talk to you about a statement that he made about wanting to shut down parts of the internet and how he wants to contact Bill Gates to get this done. Well, guess what? It's not that easy. Bill Gates can't just go into his server rooms and say, block access to sites A, B, and X. It's not that easy, Trump. It's not that easy. In certain countries, yes, they block access, but their internet is strictly controlled by their government. If there's anything on their internet, and it is a separate internet, although we can gain access to it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But if there's anything on their internet that that government doesn't like, they can shut it down. They can remove it. If you talk bad about their government, they can take care of that. Because the government controls that internet. Because they have like one or two suppliers for internet service. And it's very easy to control it, especially when those companies are controlled by the government. But here in the United States, our internet is provided by a multitude of different providers. Now, most people have home service and they have a cell phone that also has internet. Which means that most people have two internet providers. In some cases, three. So, cutting off communications like he wants to say person A cannot talk to person B because he fears that they're talking about terrorist activity. Now, person A is in one country and person B is in another country. And that's where he wants to stop that communication. He wants to stop communication on certain chat forums and websites that provide chat to one another. There's lots of sites out there that provide this video chat and regular text chat. There are hundreds or even thousands of sites that provide this service. So that alone would be a very difficult task to execute, is to stop those things from happening. Stop A and B person from country A and country B to communicate with one another. Because of all the multitude of different ways that they could do it. And in the old days before the internet, there was the IRC chats that you just dial in with a phone line. You'd actually take your phone receiver, take it off the hook and put it onto this other device. And you would use that to dial into the phone network and connect one person and the other so that they could chat. So, even if you're successful at removing 90% of the methods of communicating from one to the other, there's always going to be that person that says, but you can do it this way. You can go through these proxies, you can go through these servers, you can change the DNSs to this, there's always a way. There's a web browser called Tor, and there's others like it, that actually blocks what country you're coming from. So even if you block it here in the United States, it'd be very difficult, if not impossible, to block it in other countries. You would have to have the cooperation of the world in order to block these websites. Because if you can make it look like you're coming from another country, then you could gain access to those sites. And let's face it, criminals, terrorists, they don't follow the rules. oh, I'm not allowed to do that because law says. Oh, sad face. I can't do that. No. I can't have a gun because law says I can't have that gun because I'm a criminal. Oh, sad face. No, it doesn't work like that. What happens is if you tell somebody they can't, they will find a way that they can. Blocking it will not stop them. Like I said, you would have to get the communication and the cooperation from the communication servers in other countries. It would have to be a worldwide cooperation. But Donald Trump wants to talk to Bill Gates and make Bill Gates do it. That's not going to happen. Bill Gates doesn't have the answer to this. Bill Gates is not going to be able to flip a switch and have it done. So, Donald Trump, that was for you. Just a little education. You should have asked before you spoke. You should have found out how hard or difficult or easy it would have been. And you would have realized it's not an easy task. Thank you. Have a good day.